Scarcity occurs whenever demand exceeds supply. Oxygen is very valuable, but it's not scarce because there's way more supply than there is demand. But with money, monetary technology, the demand always outstrips supply. So there's always more demand for the money than there is the money. The issue with government money is that supply is expanded to try and meet that demand until the money fails. Ultimately, it loses all of its purchasing power through inflation. So Bitcoin is doing the opposite, right? While governments and central banks around the world are engaging in quantitative easing, every 4 years, Bitcoin goes through a quantitative tightening cycle. So it actually becomes harder to procure, harder to mine. And the incentive structure that this imposes is effectively one that does the exact opposite of what fiat currency does, right? Fiat currency is put onto the market and it's depreciated over time to incentivize consumers to spend. Bitcoin is money that goes onto the market and is actually the new supply flow onto the marketplace is restricted by 50% every 4 years. So it's incentivizing market actors to save Bitcoin. So once again, this is Gresham's law. And you see this with people like Saylor and other big money actors. They will spend and borrow fiat and hold savings in Bitcoin. That is the optimal strategy in this environment. And the more people that awaken to that optimal strategy, the less Bitcoin there is to buy on the market. More and more people are realizing how the game is played. More and more people are saving in Bitcoin, which creates even more reservation demand, which creates even more upward pressure on its price. So the end game of all of this, as many Bitcoiners have hypothesized, is that you have a global fiat currency hyperinflation. A lot of this will collapse into the dollar initially, we think, but eventually the US dollar will hyperinflate as well. As Jack Dorsey recently tweeted, CEO of Twitter, that the USD is already undergoing hyperinflation. And at that point, all the monetary purchasing power in the world will collapse into Bitcoin and governments will have lost their monopoly on money.